Whew. Alrighty. Here we go. Hit tweet. Hit post to Facebook. Open up the countdown app. Voting for round 1 is open. And it will end at 12:10 on April 13th. Got a little over 9 minutes to get those votes in. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I ran out of Skillz mugs. But do not worry. I got 4 on the way. I redeemed 4 of them from the ticket store. Ling NG, welcome back. I got to plug my phone in, so today's stream could end abruptly. Wind is strong today, so I got to make sure my phone stays charged. And, yeah. Let's open up the Excel sheet, see who has extra votes. Could you sell those mugs if you don't want or need them? No, I cannot, unfortunately. So MGC has 2 extra votes for a total of 3 until round 9 today. We'll just round that up to round 10. And then Rhonda has 8 more rounds of votes. Victoria O, welcome back. So let's get these votes counted for. I don't see any votes yet. Strike Esports Bowling is the first vote from Ling. And the Kickstarter campaign you might see end early. It has been brought to my attention that my idea of this app is much different than the idea that my web developer has. And there's some inconsistencies in my idea versus his idea. And the major difference is the fact that it's not going to be a Mikey Slice app, which is what the entire campaign is all about. It is an esports medium app. So, yeah. Big problem there, right? So I basically have to restart the campaign, and instead of Mikey Slice hybrid app, it's going to be esports medium hybrid app. And this Kickstarter did launch a little unprepared, a little choppy. The early bird specials weren't very good. And actually somebody signed up for them and then upgraded their tier after I tried to update it. So then someone else was able to scoop up the early bird discount when that thing's not even available. So there's a lot of things that I did wrong with this Kickstarter campaign that I'm going to learn from. And this is going to be my 3rd unsuccessful Kickstarter campaign. Actually, 4th unsuccessful Kickstarter campaign. But you know what? Eventually, I will have a successful one. So Nicole voting for Cube. We got Rhonda for Strike Esports Bowling, which brings that up to 3. We got Bubble Shooter Tournaments from Victoria O, bringing that to 1. Lindsay Harrison Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 2. Astrid Stowell, good evening. Susan voting for Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 4. MGC Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 7. Hello, Crystal. Amber Strong Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 3. I noticed what you were trying to do, Susan. Don't worry. Myth, what's going on? Domino's Gold for Crystal Hoskins, bringing that to 1. Myth voting for Cube Cube, bringing that to 2. IVS Queen with the Cube Cube, bringing that to 3. Strike Esports Bowling for Jacqueline, bringing that to 8. Sherry Berg. Or Burge. One of the two. Berg. For Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 4. So yeah, it's extremely windy today. So I could not be able to finish this stream. I might not even be able to finish this round. Bubble Shooter Tournaments for Georgie. Georgie, thank you for your Kickstarter campaign donation of $1 and then increasing it to $5. I appreciate that. Vicky Pierce for the Cube Cube swag, bringing that to 4. And because of that, Georgie, you get 1 extra vote this round for Bubble Shooter Tournaments. Is the campaign ending? Sorry, I just got here late. IVS Queen, it's probably going to end. I am probably going to end the Kickstarter campaign, and then I will be starting a new one shortly after, and it's going to be for Esports Medium mobile app, not for the Mikey Slice mobile app. Ilya voting for Cube Cube, bringing that to 5. Zachary voting for Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 7. IVS Queen. Oh, right on time, IVS Queen, says Victoria O. Kimberly Garrett for Cube Cube, bringing that to 6. Are there Blackout Blitz options? No, Shamika. No. Layla Gutierrez voting for Cube Cube, bringing that to 7. It snowed here. It was 80 degrees last week. IVS Queen. I know the feeling. Do I still have extra vote for my $1 package the other day, or was that only good for 1 week? Crystal. No, that was only good for last week. I have, whoever still has votes, I still have them up on the board over here. So, yeah. When you do the Kickstarter donation, it doesn't last as long as the regular super chat. But when the Kickstarter campaign is successfully funded, which it did not end up being successfully funded, yeah, that's, I don't know what I'm going to do. It might still be a campaign. I don't know. I'm going to see if I can post an update, and if everyone's okay with it being an Esports Media mobile app instead of a Mikey Slice mobile app, then we'll keep it as is. But I'm waiting to hear back from my developer before I pull any hard triggers. So 8 for Cube Cube, thanks to Caitlin. Leslie DiCarlo, how's it going? Rouvier voting for Cube Cube, bringing that to 9. Leslie voting for Cube Cube, bringing that to 10. Can strike is not a vote option, Daria. When are you ending it? Probably today. If it gets ended, it'll be ended today. But I'd hate to end it after all of this success so far. By the way, I got a new challenge coin for Cube Cube. Thing's pretty epic, I know. What if we all shared it? Cube Cube for Jesse, bringing that to 11. If you all shared it, I mean, if it gets funded by the end of this live stream, then epic, right? But I think that it's best if we just start it over and run it as Esports Medium instead of Mikey Slice. Astrid Stowell, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 8. Mariana, Cube Cube, bringing that to 12. Unfortunately, I can't stay long. We lost power, and my phone is at 6% right now. I'm sitting in my car charging, but I also have no gas, so I can't do that for long. Rain and wind really bad here. Oh, man, Leslie, sorry to hear that. That's probably going to happen to me, too. So enjoy it while you can, this Mikey Slice live stream here. So Cube Cube wins round 1. Oh, the game, that's already all set up. So we'll just hit submit. Oh, I didn't do the times. So that event starts at 12:15, actually 12:12, and then ends at 11:59 p.m. tonight. Go to esportsmedium.com/skills-match-codes to get in on the action. So this event starts at 12:25. Okay, so I have to get that all sorted out. So round 2 voting opens right now. 2. I'll just type 2 in the chat. Yeah, I gotta update all of these to say the right time to start. I knew I forgot something when I was making these. I knew it went too fast for me to set up all of these events today. So what was that? 12:45. So the next one's 12:55. This one is 1:05. 1:15. 1:25. 1:35. 1:45. Okay, cool. So let's put this 10 more minutes on the clock. And there we go. Strike Esports Bowling is the first vote this round. Coming from Rhonda, bringing that up to 2. Caitlin voting for Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that up to 3. Leslie DiCarlo, Cube, bringing that to 1. IVS Queen Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 1. Georgie, Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 4. Vicky Pierce, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 1. Lindsay Harrison, bringing Bubble Shooter Tournaments to 2. Kimberly Garrett, Cube to 2. Hi, Mikey. My bonus cash promo code is very nice, Garnett. Very nice. Mariana, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 3. Ling NG, Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 5. Cube for Crystal Hoskins, bringing that to 3. Strike Esports Bowling for MGC, bringing that to 8. Myth for Cube, bringing that to 4. Amber Strong, Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 2. Rouvier, Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 3. Chrissa, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 4. So there's a big imbalance between likes and votes. Garnett voting for Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 9. Chris Atkins, Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 4. Was quite proud of myself yesterday. Managed to get two new players to use my promo code. How do you do it, Mikey? Honestly, I don't even have to try anymore because I have this YouTube channel, like Caitlin just said. I've created enough social media presence to just get my code used all the time. Search engine optimization. Search engine optimization gets the job done. People, when they see a promo code box somewhere, they immediately don't, the FOMO kicks in. If you're not familiar with FOMO, it's fear of missing out. And they go to Google and type in X promo code. And when you type in Skillz promo code, I'm number one. Took me a lot of time and money to get there, but I did it. But to do that without having a website is pretty impressive for 2 in one day. You could also make your username your promo code, says Caitlin. Yeah, I've seen people do that. Because you can't share it in the chat, but you can type in the chat if you have your name as promo code and then your promo code, which is quite interesting. Victoria, Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that up to 10. Show, let's go to Kickstarter. Yeah, I think, you know what else might end up happening is I might just say screw it and not kickstart it and really just put all of my eggs in the app basket. Hi Mikey, no one used my code yet. I mean, there's nothing I can do for you to get that in front of more people. Unless this app becomes a thing, because I'm going to have a dedicated promo code section. Susan voting for Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that up to 11. So there's 24 votes here and only 14 likes. There's 28 of you watching. So X out of the live chat, smash that like button, and then come back to the live chat. So this is the challenge coin that you can get in the app, the ticket store. I have a lot of those actually. 4 over here, and I think 2 on there. So those are technically valued at $50 a piece. Awesome. Okay. All right, so developer agrees with me. We are going to end the Kickstarter campaign right now. Kickstarter campaign is going to be done. How do I do this? Dashboard. Edit project. There we go. Cancel project. Are you sure you want to cancel a project? This action cannot be done. Undone. Got to type in my password. Cancel project. We've successfully canceled your project, and you just threw $474 straight down the toilet, says Kickstarter. Kickstarter campaign is done. Sad, sad story. I know. Caitlin says $50. What about $50? Rywai says, what? I just came in and you mentioned Kickstarter campaign is gonna end? Yes. Do you know if Kickstarter keeps our information or does it delete it when you end the project? You couldn't rename the project. I mean, I could have renamed the project, but the people that are backing the project backed the project based off of it being a Mikey Slice mobile app. The fact that it's not going to be a Mikey Slice mobile app. All right. Anyway, moving on. Strike Esports Bowling won that round. Voting for round 3 starts now. This event starts at... Oh. Oops. Good thing I did that first. So match code number 2. Strike Esports Bowling. This event starts at 12:23 and it will end at 11:59 p.m. tonight. You get 5 free entries into the $1 prize pool where first place gets 50 cents. Now, I did not update on my website what the first match code was on, so let me go ahead and do that. So match code number 1 is in Cube. And then match code number 2 is Strike Esports Bowling. Boom. Skillz fired me back in November when I cussed. I said BS in Strike Esports Bowling. Fired you as in like muted you or what? Did you used to work for Skillz? What happened? Anyone with a short recap for me? Short recap is it's not going to be Mikey Slice mobile app anymore. It's going to be an esports media mobile app. So with that being said, there's it's not going to be a Mikey Slice mobile app, which is what the whole Kickstarter campaign was based off of. I should have went back and forth with my developer more before the Kickstarter started, and gotten more information about what it is we're actually doing. I didn't actually sit down and write the actual features down on a word pad. It was just like emails between the two of us, which were like I was overlooking things and then he was not overlooking things, but I was overlooking things that he was saying and then replying nonsense back to him. So, you know, for our relationship being strictly over email, the guy is a freaking communication genius. I don't know how he does it, but I'm just poor at reading. And most of the time I wake up and read his emails, which is not good. I mean the card info on the pledgers and do you know if Kickstarter... Oh, yeah, no, you're not going to get charged, Ivy as Queen. Don't worry about that. Amber Strong for Bubble Shooter Tournaments is the first vote we're going to count here for this round. Kimberly Garrett voting for Cube, bringing that to 1. Solitaire Cube for Chris, bringing that to 1. Strike Esports Bowling for Rhonda, bringing that to 2. Solitaire Cube for MGC, bringing that to 4. Caitlin bringing Solitaire Cube to 5. Cube for Crystal, bringing that to 2. I was going to say, Chris, you already voted, bro. I know Crystal was over it anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Did you get fired or did you get muted? What happened? Ling NG voting for Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 6. Fabi, Solitaire Cube to 7. The viewer count is steady this morning. It sure is. Bubble Shooter turns for Lindsay Harrison, bringing that to 2. From modding. Oh, you got fired from modding. Yeah. Why do we need to play a math game for match codes? I think it's unfair. Well, Alyssa Gutierrez, life is unfair. It's so that you spend more time on my website, which increases my Google ranking, which also makes it harder to obtain the match codes, which makes less people competing against you to win the match code game. So you have 2 options. You can do the math game and play in the event, or not play in the math game and not play in the event. The choice is yours. It was all over me getting mad about a player being targeted and muted behind my back in my room. I hate that. I hate how there's like a main mod and then other mods could come in and mute people. Like another mod can come in and not see the context of the conversation and completely take it the wrong way and mute a player for no reason. And that annoys the hell out of me. Ahmad said that in chat last night in Strike. Strike Esports Bowling for Rye Y, bringing that to 3. I know, I'm crunching numbers like it's my job. All wind. Huh? IVS Queen Bubble Shooter Tournament's bringing that to 3. I think a Mikey Slice app would be cool, but I understand why the developer's reasoning for wanting to do it in Esports Medium app instead. I think you'll get more pledges with that name. With the Esports Medium or with the Mikey Slice? All weekend. Got it. I see what you did there, Crystal. I've gotten better at the math game, but I don't like when a code that I already uncovered shows up again. Yeah, MGC, but you're not the only one that's happening to. It's alright, Chris. I figured it was an accident after you retracted it. I'm not fast enough on math quiz. They repeat more if you stop getting all the codes and then come back to try again. Oh, yeah, Crystal, good point there. Myth voting for Cube, bringing that to 3. Strike Esports Bowling for Georgie, bringing that to 4. Math, not meth. Susan, Bubble Shooter Tournaments. You must have been there when I was talking about that in the Cube chat the other night. Astrid Stoll, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 5. I like when Queen and Chicken are having a lot of fun in the chat room. Bubble Shooter Tournaments for Victoria, bringing that to 6. It was actually my boss and I went off on him. Very nice. Do I get extra votes from last live? Yes, you do, Rye. Did I not? Yeah. Rye gets an extra vote for Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 5. Sorry about that, Rye. I didn't know that 21 Blast and Solitaire Cube were connected as far as the money deposit and play on. I cashed that one last night after playing $40. My balance both ended up being 0. Oh, yeah. Yep. Definitely different. Strike Esports Bowling for Brian's Showroom Quality Mobile Detailing. It's a very long name you got there, Brian. 6. All the games are connected via your account. Yeah, they sure are. Amber Smith Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 8. Don't worry about it. It's just extra votes for one round. I'm not sure how it goes. No, it's for this whole live stream you get them. So Solitaire Cube wins that round. That event starts at 12:32. So 2 minutes from now. It will end at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. And you'll have 5 free entries to win $1 prize pool, where first place gets 50 cents, second and third place each get 25 cents. You can find the match code on esportsmedium.com/skills-match-codes. So that means that match code number 4 is ready to be voted for. How many codes for today? There's going to be 10 codes. Okay, I didn't know. I need help making sure I don't have multiple accounts. Sometimes when I log in, it looked like a new profile. Yeah, so they automatically generate you a name. And all you got to do is go to the menu and click and log in. And you can log into your other account. As long as you don't attach an email to the generated name, you're fine. Solitaire Cube for Chris Atkins. Kimberly Garrett for Cube. Strike Esports Bowling for Rhonda, bringing that to 2. Strike Esports Bowling for Ling, bringing that to 3. Solitaire Cube for Amber, bringing that to 2. So, yeah. Susan Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 1. Cube for Crystal, bringing that to 2. Strike Esports Bowling for MGC, bringing that to 6. Bubble Shooter Tournaments for Caitlin, bringing that to 2. Amber Strong Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 3. Lindsay Harrison Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 4. What's your skills name? We do have a lot of fun. The mods sometimes straight creep and call us on something that when it was long gone and was harmless. Strike Esports Bowling for Rai Y, bringing that up to 8. Caitlin, there you go. I was wondering why you said or put your promo code in your username. Jacqueline voting for Strike Esports Bowling and Myth. So Strike Esports Bowling goes up to 10 thanks to those 2 votes. Let's see. What's going on in Bubble Shooter tournaments? I got 5 pending $50 matches in Bubble Shooter tournaments right now. You've canceled your project. All pledges have automatically been canceled. Whether you're rethinking your goal or working out some kinks, please don't hesitate to reach out if there are any questions to Kickstarter. Very nice Kickstarter. Thank you for being so helpful. Alrighty. Your jokes are priceless. Someone just tagged me in a post that said, "How do you steal a coat? You jack it." I said, "What about when you take it off?" Jack it off? It's pretty bad. That was not a cube friendly joke. All right, so Ivy's Queen voting for Cube, bringing that to 3. Astrid Stowell Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 5. Did I restart the timer? I feel like I didn't. No, I did not. Did not reset the timer. Bringing it to 40 is the end of this round. Are the codes cap sensitive? No. I just put them in all caps to make them look better. No, someone tagged me on Facebook. What's blue and looks like red paint? Blue paint? Or red paint? It's one of the two. Yeah, blue paint. That's what I thought. Alexa tells some good jokes. If you're listening to this loudly and you have an Alexa nearby, I'm going to say, Alexa, tell me a joke. Why did the fox cross the road? Free chicken. I was dying when she told me that one. I just remember the jokes. I have a good memory when it comes to jokes. Did you hear about the Italian chef? He passed away. I was asked during a job interview to tell a joke. I was seriously racking my brain trying to find an appropriate one. Strikey Sports Bowling for Melissa, bringing that to 11. Yeah, my jokes used to be really inappropriate, and then I had to clean them up. All right, let's play off of Caitlin's joke. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. I was going to say that. How do you spot a nosy pepper? When it's jalapeno business. Ooh-wee. That's a spicy joke right there. Let's see what else. Do we have any more food jokes? I don't think I have any more food jokes. Oh, I'm finally getting bubble shooter games cleared out. A 1-1. So I have $90 in my account now. 30 of it's withdrawable. All right, 22 seconds left. Did you hear about the man that drank 5 gallons of tea? He drowned in his teepee. What? The joke? I don't get that one for some reason. The joke I eventually told and butchered the first time was a Roman walks into a bar and requests a martinis. The bartender says, "Do you mean a martini?" The guy says, "If you wanted 2 drinks, I would have asked for it." TP. Yeah, but how does he doesn't drink his pee. Doesn't say anything about him drinking his pee. 3 guys walk into a bar, drink, drink, drink. I ruined it. Bam, bam, bam. I'm not getting them today, guys. I'm not getting the jokes. So Strike Esports Bowling wins that round. Match code number 4, Strike Esports Bowling. That event starts at 12:43 and it will end at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So make sure you get your entries in before midnight Eastern Standard Time. You can find the codes by playing the math mini game on esportsmedium.com/skills-match-codes. And match code number 5, round voting is open now. Totally butchered that up. And it was made of all tea. Still don't get it. The explanation for the bar joke is based on knowing Latin. Singular suffix is us, plural is I. Oh. I don't know Latin. That's my first problem. Rhonda Buckner for Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 2. Lindsay Harrison, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 1. MGC Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that up to 5. Rhonda, you're killing me. Vicky Pierce, the Iviest Queen said that, not me. Vicky Pierce voting for Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 2. Gene Dama, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 3. Melissa, bringing that to 4. What day of the week is an egg's favorite? Friday. I would say, oh, it says least favorite. I thought it said most favorite. Definitely Friday. Absolutely. Victoria O, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 5. Jacqueline voting for Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 1. Crystal Hoskins, Cube, bringing that to 1. Bubble Shooter Tournaments for Caitlin, bringing that to 6. Crystal, Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 2. Ilya, Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 6. Yeah, I try to make my jokes simple to where like a 5th grader could understand it. Because you can't assume everybody knows what you know. Fabi voting for Solitaire Cube and Ivy as Queen, bringing that up to 4. I didn't reset the clock, did I? Nope, sure didn't. All right, so the Kickstarter campaign's over. No more Kickstarter campaign for us until further notice. I might just not run it again. I'm not sure. I might just fund it myself. Ling NG voting for Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 7. Myth bringing Cube up to 2. Do we have to play the math game to get the codes? Is that the only way to get them? Yes, Crystal Allen. Eventually you'll be able to buy them or play the math game, but right now it's just the math game. I think most people understand that frying eggs. Oh, absolutely, Caitlin. I wasn't saying about the Friday one. I was talking about the Latin one. Jasmine voting for Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 8. Layla Gutierrez, welcome back, voting for Cube, bringing that to 3. Okay, I'll bring you down some. Myth and Layla, we need to recruit our QBs. You want to hear something funny? Poop. That's dirty. It's a dirty, dirty, dirty joke, Caitlin. Susan, Bubble Shooter Tournament's bringing that to 7. Yes, we do, but they can't be better than I am. Layla, that's so true. That's elementary school, says Caitlin. Yeah, well, that was a poopy joke. Did you ever hear about the ocean with a bad attitude because it was too salty? Very nice. What did the ocean say to the beach? It waved. What did one ocean say to the other? It waved. I just said that. Well, I said to the beach. Probably messed up the joke. Oh well. Chris, voting for Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 8. Kimberly Garrett, Cube, bringing that to 4. Nothing. It just waved. Very nice, Caitlin. No need to steal my thunder. Guys, try to come up with an original joke. An original joke. I have a lot of those, actually. But they need to be brought up in context. Like, my most original joke, you'd have to be a dealer to understand. But at the end of the night, so when we bring on new cards onto a table, we take the empty packages of cards and put them in a bag and put them underneath the table. And then when the game closes, we pull that bag back out and we count the cards down, and then we cancel them and put them into the decks, into the boxes that they came in. Each deck goes into the box that we don't have to organize them or anything, but after we're done, we seal the bag and it sits on the table until a supervisor comes over and takes it off of the table, because we can't leave the table until the lid's locked. So I'll be sitting there waiting for a supervisor to come and take the bag, and I'm like, it'll be sitting there for a while, and I'll just go to my supervisor and be like, excuse me, is somebody going to grab this bag of decks or what? This bag of decks has been sitting here for way too long. It's a game security issue at this point. We need to get this bag of decks off the table right now. An atheist was seated next to a little girl on an airplane. He turned to her and asked, "Do you want to talk? Time to go fast if you... Wait, time go fast if you talk with your fellow passenger. What would you like to talk about?" "Oh, I don't know," he said. "How about why there is no God or no heaven or hell or no life after death?" "Okay," she said. Those could be interesting topics, but let me ask you a question first. This is lasting way too long, Georgie. Way too long. Just saying. You gotta make them quick. "A horse, a cow, and a deer all ate the same stuff, grass. Yet a deer excretes little pellets when a cow turns out flat patty and a horse produces clumps. Why do you suppose that is?" We're still going on with this, Georgie. Strike Esports Bowling for Ryan Y. Bringing that to 10. Bubble Shooter Tournaments for Sonia Drolet. Nice, Georgie. Georgie's jokes feels like one of those clickbait pages. We're still talking about poop, eh? Y'all giving me anxiety. All right, Strike Esports Bowling wins that round. Again, Strike Esports Bowling. That event starts at... Oh. 12:52, and it will end at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. And you will have 5 free entries to win get a piece of the $1 prize pool where first place gets 50 cents. You can find the match codes on esportsmedium.com/skills-match-codes by playing in the math mini game. And you are now voting for round 6. Match code number 6 is being voted for right now. Ahmad is voting for Solitaire Cube. That'll be the first vote for this round. Jay Hermosillo voting for Cube, bringing that to 1. Crystal Hoskins Cube, bringing that to 2. MGC Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 4. Myth Cube, bringing that to 3. IVS Queen Cube, bringing that to 4. Melissa Cube, bringing that to 5. Caitlin says knock knock. Who's there? Amber Strong is there with a Solitaire Cube vote. Bubble Shooter Tournaments for Lindsay Harrison, bringing that to 1. Rye Y Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 2. Vicky Pierce Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 2. Ling NG Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 6. Doorbell Repairman. Well, that Doorbell Repairman must be pretty good because it's fixed. Solitaire Cube for Caitlin, bringing that to 7. Chris voting for Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 8. Georgie Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 3. Looks like we might have a game other than Strike Esports Bowling being played this round. Starting to look a lot like not Strike Esports Bowling. Sonia Droll Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 3. What about Pool Payday? Nope. I'm literally the worst at math. I played the mini game 161,717,262,527 times last week and only got 1 code. Well then, Sam. I don't know what to be more impressed about. The fact that I knew that was 161 billion, or the fact that you played it that many times last week. My analytics don't show anyone playing 161,717,262,527 times. However, if you did, and you could count that high, you should definitely be able to play better than that. Remember, guys, most of the answers are false. So you could just sit there and click false like a bunch of times. And then when one looks like it could be true, just mark it true. What did one rock say to the other? Nothing. Rocks don't talk. Gary Q, Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 4. Bubble Shooter Tournaments for Susan, bringing that to 4. Did I reset the clock? I sure didn't. I always forget to do that. Two people walk into a bar and the third one ducks. Nice one, Amber Strong. Domingo Garcia for Cube. Bringing that to 6. Strike Esports Bowling for Rhonda. Bringing that to 5. 6. Cube for Sam, bringing that to 7. 64 plus 65 does not equal 100. I already know the real sum ends in 9. Yeah, that's what I did too. That's how I figured them out. Question. Do you guys like it better like this, or do you like it better with it like this? Do you like the bear blurred and me visible, or the coins to be clear and my face to be a little blurry, or my face to be clear and the bear to be blurry with the coins? A blind man walks into the bar, table and chair and people. Nick Franco voting for Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 9. Fabi Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 10. How many levels are there in a math game? Infinity. Bubble shooter tournaments for Bev Butts, bringing that to 5. Let's see. How many people are on the website right now? 19 peeps are on the website. Very nice. 20 now. 20 people. 80% of you guys are on mobile. 10% are on desktop. And 10% are on a tablet. What are you guys using right now to view the website with the match codes? Tablet, desktop, or phone? Please, no more math. Don't contribute to our cell phone thumb issues. Says Karen. Oh. Need to sort the math game out again, put in correct answers, and it's sent back to the beginning. You need to submit your answer in less than 2 seconds or it resets. How come people are having such a hard time with that? They're like, I'm marking it true or false, and it's saying that it's wrong and takes me back to the beginning. Well, that's because you didn't enter it in time, now did ya? The FBI's in here voting for Solitaire Cube. Is Bubble Shooter Tournaments only available on iOS? I don't think so. I think you can get it on both. My website, you could probably only get it for iPhone, but I'm sure you can find it in the Android store. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? I don't know. For scaring the most crows? IVS Queen on a phone, Chris Atkins on Atkins on a phone, MGC on a phone, Vicky Pierce on a phone, but I'm not on the website. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. What is the website? What the websites? The website is on the website's there to play the codes. To get the codes, you gotta play that game, and then to get the game that it's played on, you gotta go back to the match codes page. A Surface Pro. What's a Surface Pro? Is that a tablet? Is that a tablet? Strike Esports bowling for Suzanne. Bring that to 7. He was outstanding in his field. Very, very nice. Android can get BST but can't play tournaments. It's okay. I knew what you meant, Crystal. Did you hear about the Scarecrow that lost his mind? Because he has reached his final straw. I have all the codes, but they didn't work. Game played before the broadcast. You do kind of look like E.T. in the closet. What? Astrid Stoll. I have all the codes, but they didn't work. Game played before the broadcast. Huh? Are the codes not working for you guys? All right, Solitaire Cube wins that round. That event will start at 1:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it will end on at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have 5 free entries into the $1 prize pool where first place gets 50 cents. You can find the match codes on esportsmedium.com/skills-match-codes. Round 7 voting starts now. Wait, Caitlin, why are we running? The FBI is here. They sure are. They found out about the chickens. So apparently this one calculator is missing a plus button. It just doesn't add up. That's a good one. I like that. I like that one. Cube for Crystal. Cube for Ivius Queen. Strike Esports Bowling for MGC. Bubble Shooter Tournaments for Lindsay. Sam. Cube. Bringing that to 3. Vicky Pierce Bubble Shooter Tournaments. Bringing that to 2. What did one vacuum say to the other? Sucks to suck. Oh, that one sucks. Just kidding. Strike Esports Bowling. Going to 4 for Ling. Rouvier voting for Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 1. Jay, I counted yours. I just didn't say your name. The codes were available to get before this live. Domingo voting for Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 2. Strike Esports Bowling for Suzanne, bringing that to 5. Strike Esports Bowling for Rhonda, bringing that to 7. Let's see. Let me ow! Let me just smash my elbow into my desk. Funny Bone is not funny. It's only funny for everyone else that got to witness it. All right, so Solitaire Cube. Let me see if this match code works here. Sure does. I forgot the timer again. Shocker. I always forget something. I'm like that genius that forgets one thing in Jimmy Neutron. Before they will not work until this broadcast. Try again. Astrid Stowell. Funny Bone is actually a nerve. Caitlin brings a great point up. But the nerve is located on the humerus bone. So they call it a funny bone, I guess. What do you call it when you boil a funny bone? It becomes a laughing stock. Got him. All right. Who did I leave off on? Rhonda? Rhonda's the last one I counted, right? Sure is. Cube for Myth, bringing that to 5. Did you hear a House of Cards got an upgrade? It's got a new deck now. Are you Googling these? Therefore, they will not work until after... Yeah, I read that already. I'm dumb. What did one ball of yarn say to the other? Stop stringing me along. Ahmad, voting for Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 3. Chris, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 3. Amber Strong, Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 4. Couldn't figure out why the baseball kept getting larger. Then it hit me. Very nice. 5 for Solitaire Cube, thanks to Fabi. Raiwai voting for Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 9. Layla Gutierrez voting for Cube, bringing that to 6. FBI voting for Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 6. Not Funny T. No, it becomes a laughing stock, Caitlin. Strike Esports Bowling for Victoria, bringing that to 4. Not Googling these jokes, by the way, just came up with them. You just came up with those? Jeez, you're good. The FBI is here now. Yes, they are. They've been here. Hide the chickens. Hide the chickens, hide the cows. Just make sure you don't raise any eyebrows. Bubble shooter tournaments for big. Bringing that to 5. Did you hear about the pool player who just got a new acting gig? Oh, no, wait. He lost that gig. Apparently, he missed his cue. Oh, man. That's good. I didn't know you were a comedian. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your chickens. I'm just going to shut up today, says Ivy as Queen. Solitaire Cube for Laura Christman, bringing that to 7. I'm just going to call you Butter. You butter not. You know, I know a secret about butter. I butter not tell you. You might spread it. My gain is way too high. There we go. Let's tone it down a notch, Scotty. Because you are on a roll. Oh, butter comes on a roll? I thought it was on a stick. Not a comedian. I tend to amuse myself more than anyone else. Very nice. Are you a smart elementary school child? Because you are on a roll. I was never on honor roll. The only honor roll that I was on was yes, your honor, no, your honor. Just kidding. I had a... my lawyer went to court for me every time. I never had to show up for my speeding tickets. Two minutes remain this round. I need to get a new shirt here. This one's getting a little beat up. The Mikey Slice shirt. One of the originals. Rhonda liked the yes, your honor, no, your honor. Did you hear about the depressed car? Apparently it's lost its drive. Oh, man. I was trying to think of how to put a tranny joke in there for a transmission, and it just didn't work. Couldn't do it. Couldn't bring myself to get there. I got level 3 with 22 points. Good job, Crystal. You'll get there. Big. Domino's gold. First vote for Domino's today. There we go. Look at that. I'm glad people ridiculed me for getting rid of the Domino's gold codes and the opportunity to vote for them. Wait a minute. What are you doing? You can't vote for bubble shooter tournaments and Domino's gold. Big. You got to change your vote from bubble shooter tournaments to Domino's gold. How many times have I counted your vote twice? Cheese and crackers. That's your warning. You'll get muted for that next time. Try that stuff again and you'll get muted. I vote for someone to do my schoolwork. Apparently, you get a lot of them if you send your lawyer for them. I've gotten a few speeding tickets in my life. My very first one was going 96 and a 50. So Strike Esports Bowling's going to win that round. Yeah, I usually didn't get a speeding ticket unless I was going more than double or almost double the speed limit. That's usually when I get my tickets. All right, this event starts at 1:12, so 2 minutes from now. It will end at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. You can find the match code on esportsmedium.com/skills-match-codes by playing in the... Wow, I haven't updated the website since round 4. So match code, or since round 3. So match code number 4. I did already. Okay, all right. I reset the timer, but I didn't add the game. So here we go. Let's update this. Strike Esports Bowling. By the way, is this round 8? Round 8 starts now. So Strike Esports Bowling. Strike Esports Bowling. Solitaire Cube. And Strike Esports Bowling. So match code number 8. Voting is open. Started telling jokes. I got sidetracked and forgot what I was actually supposed to be doing. Counting or updating the website. The wind's getting brutal out there. Hopefully we can get 8, 9, and 10 in before the power goes out here. My phone is at 100% battery, it seems. So that's good. You said 90 and it was 96 and a 50 I was going. I was trying to race my manager on the way home. My dad had a Bighorn edition with a Hemi in it. So I was racing his Mustang. And he got up to 70 and then let off the gas, and I just kept going for 96. I got up to 96, and then the cop pulled me over. This is like right when I got my license, too. I was like 16, I think. It's like 2 months after I got my license. He's like, if you were my kid, I'd beat your legs in and break your legs so you couldn't walk to your car to drive like that. He was a mean cop. All right, Crystal, I'm gonna count your cube vote because I think that was supposed to be for this round. Yeah, so my buddy that I worked with at Jets recommended this lawyer, and he's like, yeah, you won't even have to go to court. This guy's awesome. And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, you just got to pay him $100. He'll go to court for you. You won't get any points, and you'll just have to pay a ticket. I'm like, sweet. Secret Service just had to change protocol for when the president is in danger. Instead of yelling, get down, they have to yell, Donald Duck. Nice, Ryan. Why does it say tournament not available in my location? Because you live in a location where you can't play. Domingo. Contact support at skills.com for more information about where you can play and where you cannot. I'm never going to get these codes. I'm terrible at math, says Rhonda. Just keep trying. Did you hear about the fire that put 60 plus work hours? It got burnt out. Nice. Strike Esports Bowling for MGC, bringing that to 3. Lindsay Harrison Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 1. Rhonda Buckner, Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 5. Some areas are not eligible for cash games. Yeah, what he said. Victoria O Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 2. Cube for Ivy is Queen, bringing that to 2. Amber Strong Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 1. Caitlin Bushnell Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 2. Jay voting for Domino's Gold, bringing that to 1. Layla Gutierrez voting for Cube, bringing that to 3. Myth Cube, bringing that to 4. Where'd you get the code from again, says Big? Oh, boy. Wait, I think I can just paste this. Yes. Domingo voting for Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 3. Did you hear about the new space novel? It was written in the stars. Solitaire cube for Jonathan Dobbs, bringing that to 4. Fabi, solitaire cube, bringing that to 5. FBI, bringing that to 6. Strike Esports Bowling for Rai Y, bringing that to 7. Where is the astronauts' favorite place to hang out? The space bar. Get it? All right, let's see here. Domino's Gold for Crystal, bringing that to 2. You have to get a lot more votes for Domino's Gold for that to get created. Everybody out here rocking them dad jokes. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent. Ow! Boom. Got him. Well, this is the most steady we've been throughout match code history. So I'd say that the math codes are doing pretty good. This little math game is increasing the concurrent viewer count. The lowest we've gotten is 21. Whereas, like, the lowest we usually go is 14. Sometimes down to 8. We've been flirting with 21 for a long time here. Vicky Pierce Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 7. Again, guys, like I said in the Cube chat, if you do not like the math game for these match codes, please do not participate in the math action. The more you compete and the more you play in these things that I'm doing here, and the longer you stay watching, the stronger signal you're sending me for it working and you enjoying it. So, it's better for you to not say anything and just not participate than to participate and complain to me about why you don't like it. Christina voting for Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 8. Does everyone understand where I'm coming from with that? Because I had a lot of people in the Cube chat try to tell me that this is lame. Lame was the word they were using, saying that this is lame. This math game is lame, and I should just give out match codes because I've lost 90% of the people that usually play in my events. I went from 200 people to 20 people, and the analytics should show that I should not be doing such a thing. And to which point I said, hey, if you don't like it, don't play it. But my analytics say otherwise. And he's like, analytics? Oh my god. What do you mean? Oh, analytics. You went from 200 people to 20 people. And yeah, so that happened. And then I was like, well, I'm sorry, but you know, if you don't like it, you don't have to play in them. And the timer has expired. Strike Esports Bowling winning another round here. Look at this. Strike Esports Bowling. This event starts at 1:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It ends at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And round 9 will start now. Look at that. We got Strike Esports Bowling. So we got 2 more rounds left. Rhonda, your codes have expired, or your extra votes. Jonathan Dobbs was supposed to be getting extra votes this whole time, but I suck and was not giving them to him. I apologize, Jonathan Dobbs. When did he vote? I thought he voted last round. Guess he didn't. It's okay, I forgot about him, says Jonathan Dobbs. All right, Strike Esports Bowling for Suzanne and Ling NG. So that's 2 on the board there. Domino's Gold for Crystal, bringing that to 1. Lindsay Harrison, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 1. Jonathan Dobbs, Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 2. Ivy is Queen for Cube, bringing that to 1. Georgie, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 2. I have to play, trying to get these codes. Do you have to play a math game for each code? You have to play a match code for all of the codes, yes. This is a true statement here. Caitlin Bushnell, Cube, going to 2. Amber Strong, Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 3. Ain't never got them. You'll get it. You'll get it. I believe in you, Rhonda. Solitaire Cube going up to 6 because of MGC. Strike Esports Bowling for Rhonda, bringing that to 4. Domino's Gold for Jay, bringing that to 2. Judy Murray, Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 7. Cube for Layla Gutierrez, bringing that to 3. Boney V, Bubble Shooter Tournaments, bringing that to 3. Myth Cube, bringing that to 4. Ling NG, changing from Strike Esports Bowling to Solitaire Cube. You got to let me know that you're changing votes there, Ling. You can't cast 2 votes. However, I counted your Strike Esports Bowling before the round started, because I thought you were just already participating. So it's not you, it's me. Suzanne, we can't help. LOL. Mikey gave us the tip that the majority of the answers are false. Yeah, what she said. I sure did say that. So if you guys want extra votes, send in a super chat of at least $5 and you'll get 10 rounds of one extra vote for every $5 you send in. Bubble Shooter Tournaments for Victoria O, bringing that to 4. No super chats this live stream so far. We do have increased viewership. However, the super chats are at an all-time low for 2 streams in a row. Womp, womp, womp. It's okay. This is a tough time. Solitaire Cube for Chris, bringing that to 9. This is a tough time for everyone financially, including myself. So I understand where you guys are coming from. I'm hoping that when you guys get those stimulus checks, you guys know what to do with them and send them this way. I might just fund this Kickstarter campaign myself. I can get these codes, I'll pledge. No, pledging's over. There's no more Kickstarter anymore. Kickstarter's closed. It might reopen, or I just might pull up my big girl panties. You're not supposed to know I wear those. But I'm going to pull those up, and we're going to just go ahead and create the mobile app. I'm going to pull it out of my own pocket. What are you doing, Olaf? You got your squeaky toy? You got your squeaky toy? You want to say hi? What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to say hi to everyone? Hi. Olaf says hi. What you doing, stinky boy? What you doing? Did Mama? You're not stinky anymore. Mama gave you a bath. Oh, look at you. You're just a fuzzy, furry little clean boy now. Just a thought, what if the ones that don't want to do math for codes, they buy them? That could help with Kickstarter if you start it up again. Yeah, Vicky, starting very soon, you'll be able to buy the codes. That's what this whole thing's about. You can do the math or you can pay instead. And that's where we're going to go from now on. After I have to get that implemented on my website first, though. Suzanne says, I pledged. Well, you don't have to worry about pledging anymore. Pledging is closed. We're done. Olaf's so adorable. I have a Maltese Shih Tzu mix, too. This is just a Shih Tzu. He's not Maltese. That would have been way more expensive. They love you, Olaf. That's what they're saying to you. He feels loved. So yeah, if you pledged, save your money, and just wait till the app becomes a thing, and then you can buy those things that you pledged for in the app instead. I'm going to have to just whip out another credit card. Hopefully by the time the bill comes due for that credit card, I already have the app up and running, and some payments are coming through via PayPal, and then I can pay the credit card off before I get charged any interest. My Shih Tzu mix was from a rescue. Nice. I want to rescue a dog, but I also just want a puppy. I'm in a conflicting state. We can't afford another dog right now anyway. Seven seconds left for round 9 here. Solitaire Cube is in a very strong lead here. And 0 seconds has hit the clock. So we'll put 10 more minutes on the clock for round 10. Oops. So Solitaire Cube. Myth and Layla, I'm going to count those towards this round. You don't have to vote again. So this event starts at 1:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ends at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So get your votes in before midnight tonight. And that's for Solitaire Cube. I'm updating it on the website right now. So Cube gets 2 from Layla and Myth. Strike Esports Bowling for MGC, bringing that to 3. Amber Strong voting for Yay. Domino's Gold for Crystal, bringing that to 1. By the way, are you still working on strategy guides for each Skillz game? That was going to be a thing if the Kickstarter got funded. Now that it hit a little hiccup, I'm going to do one for bubble shooter tournaments for sure. So keep an eye out for that. So my thing right now is I'm either going to put this on a credit card or raise money for it. If I try to get people to invest in it, then I'm giving away a percentage, which could cost way more than the credit card interest. So I think I'm just going to put it on a credit card and then let you guys buy things and fulfill them through the app instead of waiting for it to get funded. Because if I put it on a credit card, I can do it today. If I do a Kickstarter, I have to wait a month before I can start it. And that's only if it gets funded. I want this thing more than you guys even know. So I might just go ahead and fund it myself. So Rouvier voting for Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 1. This is the last match code, by the way, guys. Fabi for Domino's Gold, bringing that to 2. FBI bringing Domino's Gold to 3. Strike Esports Bowling for Ling NG, bringing that to 5. Solitaire Cube for Laura, bringing that to 2. I have to hijack my sister's phone to play bubble shooter tournaments. I asked if they ever going to fix the problem. They basically told me they have no intention of ever fixing it. That sucks, Crystal. I'm sorry to hear that. Caitlin, Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 3. Domino's Gold for Jay, bringing that to 4. Solitaire Cube for Jonathan Dobbs, bringing that up to 5. Actually, I'm just going to give you... So I gave you 2 rounds. So I'm just going to give you the other 4 rounds right now and bring you up to even. So 4 extra votes going to Jonathan Dobbs. So 9. And then you're caught up, Jonathan. Let's see, what's my... Alright, so Sean Patton and Frankie Love are going to get knocked off of here because the Kickstarter campaign's no longer a thing. Pengbu did pay outside. Martha is done. Rai Y. This is his last round of his 2 extra votes. Bringing Strike Esports Bowling to 7. You're welcome, Jonathan Dobbs. So Rai Y is caught up. MGC, this was your last round too. So Pengbu is the only one with votes left. All right. Amber Strong for Solitaire Cube, bringing that to 10. I'm glad that the power didn't go out this whole live stream. You guys can hear the wind, right? Strike Esports Bowling for Plane Spotting with Nate, bringing that to 8. Solitaire Cube for Crystal, power's out there, bringing that to 11. Vicky Pierce, you can't hear the wind? Oh, thought for sure you guys could hear the wind. So let's see. The all-time low ended up being 21. 21 was the all-time low. So this whole math game on the website is really increasing engagement on both the website. Website has 25 people on it right now. Wow. And it's keeping people in the live stream for longer. So the average watch time's lower, but the concurrent viewers are higher. So that's the trade-off. But I think the average watch time is skewed because people are leaving and coming back. Cube for Ivy is Queen, bringing that to 3. Did you do the coding for the math game yourself, or did someone else do it for you? Someone else did it for me. I can't do any coding. I know how to create a WordPress site. That's it. And I barely know how to do that. My web developer did all the coding for everything. The weekly codes that remain the same, reset weekly. I haven't played any yet this week, and it says max amount of entries, what to do. Well, then you obviously played them this week. They reset on Thursday at 11 a.m. So if you played them Thursday night, then you already played in them. How many levels per code? It's random as to when you unlock a code. But you have to at least make it to level 4 or 5. Cube for Sam. Victoria O. Strike Esports Bowling, bringing that to 9. Cube for Abigail, bringing that to 5. 44 seconds remain this round. PP said invalid or expired. Pro Pool is not a thing anymore. Crystal Hoskins. That's why. We discontinued the Pro Pool due to budget constraints. 15 seconds. All right, here we go. Solitaire Cube wins the 10th and final round here. That event starts at 1:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it ends at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So make sure you get your 5 free entries in before then. You can find the match codes on esportsmedium.com/skills-match-codes. And 15, I created the Mikey Slice YouTube channel. Since then, it's grown to over... That thing doesn't need to be there anymore. This doesn't need to be there anymore. So, yeah, there's a lot of work to be done over here. Kickstarter campaigns take a lot of work to launch, update, all that fun stuff. So, I really don't feel like going through that again. I think I'm better off just creating the app and then letting you guys buy those things that were pledged for in the actual app when it becomes a thing. Vicky Pierce says, I always go to Facebook. Is that okay? What do you mean, is that okay? However you get the codes is up to you. I mean, if people are posting them on Facebook after they find them, kudos to you for finding them. But I'm hoping that you guys don't share these. But obviously, there's nothing I can do to stop you. But anyway, that's going to do it for today's live stream. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks to those of you that pledged. Hopefully when the app becomes a thing, you can just buy the things that you pledged for in the app, and then we won't have to do a Kickstarter campaign. I'm just going to put on a credit card. Hopefully when it goes live, you guys really go all in on it, and I don't waste my money and have to pay a bunch of credit card interest. Because I literally just got out of credit card debt finally. Oh yeah, that's fine, Vicky. So frustrating to actually profit from gaming. I made 150 withdrawal requests. I got refunded 140 and only get $10. Like, what the hell? The 140 was from total deposits. Yeah, but at least you got a $10 check. A lot of people, they just keep getting refunds and never end up actually profiting. So I know a lot of people that are in that boat. But anyway, next live stream is Thursday at noon, as most of you already know. So there will be, keep an eye out for the new codes to be played then. I am going to end the live stream now and work on getting this mobile app in the works. So the other frustration is the bonus cash being able to convert to real cash. Yeah, you're preaching to the choir there. I know how frustrating that is. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Have a good one. I am out of here. See ya Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time. Thanks for watching.